Hello, good morning to all of you. This is Professor Rasdik Kulkarni of KLS VDIT Halya. So, welcome back to video lecture series. So, we go to the new chapter, that is module 4, that is development of solids. So far you have seen the projection of the solids and you have seen the isometric projection. In case of development of solid, in case of projection of solids, you are going to draw the top and front view of the solid in different positions. While in case of isometric projection, you are going to draw the three-dimensional representation of the solid. So whatever the solids you are constructing in a three-dimensional, so this has to be developed by using the materials. So development of solids or the development of lateral surfaces of the solid means, so layout design of the material required to manufacture those particular solids. So let us take one simple example. So I am going to demonstrate it by using a piece of paper. So this is a piece of paper. By using this particular piece of paper, so I am going to construct a square prism. This is a square prism, how it looks. So this is a square prism. This square prism is going to be manufactured by using a paper like this. So it has got 4 faces. So development of solids is nothing but, so this square prism or any solid is going to be cut open and the lateral surface is going to be shown like this. A square has got 4 parts, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is how. So this is square when it has been square prism when it has been cut open. So it is going to look like this. Okay. So this is the top view and this is the front view. And this length, this is 40, 40, 40, 40 total. So 120 mm length is going to be required. 120 mm length of the paper is going to be required to prepare a square prism of 40 mm, and height may be anything. See here in this particular case, height it may be 60 mm, 50 mm or something like that. That depending upon the height you can take the paper sheet. So this is how the development of solids could be understood. So let us take one simple problem. So this is from the solution book. So this is from the solution book, problem number 3. So that is this top surface. So this is problem number 3. So we can take this particular problem. The problem says a square prism of base side 40 mm and axis length 60 mm is resting on HP on one of its base with all the vertical faces being equally inclined to VP. It is cut by an inclined plane of 60 degrees to HP and perpendicular to VP and is passing through a point on the axis at a distance of 15 mm from the top face. Draw the development of the lower portion of the prism. Here in this particular case, what happens? This is what I have shown is a complete prism. If this prism has been cut by a particular axis, so like this at a particular height, see here, this has been cut at a particular height. If you open it, it looks like this. So this portion has been cut, this portion has been cut, this and this portion has not been cut. So this is how the prism is going to be cut. So at a height of certain distance, an inclination with respect to HP by 60 degrees or something like that. So you can see this has been cut like this. And when you open this, it looks like this. This is the meaning of, this is the problems how we are going to solve in development of solids. So now let us understand this particular problem. So that is a square prism of 40 mm base and 60 mm height, a square prism of 40 mm base and 60 mm height is cut from the top, 15 mm from the top, and cut section is making inclination with respect to HP by 60 degrees. Once again, in case of development of solids, one should draw the top view and front view of the given object in orthographic projection. One should draw top view and front view of the given object in orthographic projection. So let us do that. First, let us draw the top view. Let us draw the top view. XY. It is a square prism, so it makes equal inclination with respect to HP by VP by equal. All sides are making equal inclination, means it is just like the resting on corner. How you have drawn the solids, just like resting on corner, it should be done like this. So you have to take a 45-degree line on this side and 45-degree line on this side. The square prism resting on corner, similar to this. It is 40 mm square. I am going to draw 1:2 scale, so that it looks then this is, I will draw arc just to complete this square prism top view. Square prism top view, I am going to just draw it. This is A, B, C, D. This is top surface A1, B1, C1, D1. It is at the bottom, and axis. This is the axis. Axis is at the center. This is O1 is the axis. This is the top view of the square prism, which make all the base edges are making equal inclination with respect to VP. If you extend it, so this is also making equal inclination. If you extend this is also making equal inclination. The meaning of equal inclination is going to be seen here. All four edges of the square prisms are going to make equal inclination with respect to VP. That is the meaning of it. So you have to project it upwards to get a front view. This is D1. Project it upwards. Project it upwards. Project it upwards to get a front view. So height of the prism is 60 mm. Height of the prism is 60 mm. So I am going to draw this 60 mm height. Axis line and one of the edge are matching together. So there is no question of axis line shown here. This is A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash, A1 dash, B1 dash, C1 dash, D1 dash at the bottom, O dash, O1 dash in the axis. This is the front view of the square prism. This is the top view of the square prism without any cut section. So it is just like this. This square prism, now it has not been cut. Without any cut section, it looks like this. Without any cut section, it looks like this. If you cut this, so it looks like this. When you open it, it is going to look like this. Okay? So here you have to develop this particular prism. Square prism, when it has been cut open, A to B, B to C, C to D, D to A. This is 40 mm. This is 40 mm. This is 40 mm. This is 40 mm. When you cut it open, when you cut this portion into open, the development looks like this. The development looks like this. Okay. Height is 60 mm. It is going to be seen as it is. First one is AA1. This is A dash, A1 dash. At a distance of 40 mm. So you will get B dash, B1 dash. At another distance of 40 mm, you will get C dash, C1 dash. At a distance of another 40 mm, you will get D dash, D1 dash. This is B dash, B1 dash, C dash, C1 dash, D dash, D1 dash. 1, 2, 3, and one more, last one, D to A. D to A. This is once again A dash, A1 dash. Why A dash, A1 dash is 2 times it is appearing is because you are going to cut A dash into 2 parts. A dash is going to be cut into 2 parts. Once again, we will go back to this. This is the A point, B point, C point, D point. A to B, B to C, C to D, D to A. When you make it open, this is A, B, C, D, and once again A. 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. This is A1, B1, C1, D1. Once again A1. A, B, C, D, E. A, B, C, D, and once again A. This is how the development is going to look. This is how the development is going to look. And what you have to do is, this is development of the prism. This is the development of the prism. So to manufacture a square prism of 40, 40, 40, 40, total length is 160 mm. Total length is 160 mm. So 160 mm of material is going to be required to develop a square prism of 40 mm side. 4 sides means, so 40 into 4, 160 mm. Height of the material is going to be 60 mm. This height of the material is going to be 60 mm. It will remain throughout 60 mm. So such type of development of solids you can use it in tailoring shop and other manufacturing of different materials. Now, what the problem says, it is not simply a development of simple square prism. So it has got a cut section which is perpendicular to VP and making inclination with respect to HP by 60 degrees. Whatever the plane surface which is cutting the solid, which make inclination with respect to HP, will be always seen in front view. So inclination of the cut section which is going to be seen in front view, so that cut section has to be shown in front view only. But this cut section passes from the top 15 mm from the top. So 15 mm from the top means, so you have to consider this. This distance is 15 mm from the top. This distance is 15 mm from the top. Total height of the prism is 60 mm. Out of this 15 mm we are going to remove, the remaining portion is 45 mm. Remaining portion is 45 mm. You have to draw the cut section 15 mm away from the top surface, 15 mm away from the top surface, and this cut section is passing through the axis point. So this is the axis point. One should mark 60 degree line. One should mark 60 degree line. So you draw the cut section. You draw the cut section, which is making inclination with respect to extend it. This is 60 degrees. 60 degrees. And it is going to pass through this. This is going to pass through this. It is going to pass through this point, 60 degrees. And it is going to cut this A1 at 1. This is B1 at 2. And in between 3, 4, 5 and once again 1. Okay? It is going to cut this A1 at point 1, B1 at point 2. This distance has to be transferred. So B1, this is 2, and similarly DD1 also, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 5, and once again this is 1. Last 1, and it is going to cut this C to B. Okay, it is going to cut this. If you project it downwards, if you draw the projection, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, sorry, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, this is 5, and this is once again 1. The cut points are here. This is cut point, this is cut point 2, cut point 3, cut point 4, cut point 5. So here 2 and 5 are here. that you have to show. This is in fact 2, this is in fact 5. This is 2 and this is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and once again 1. So you have marked 1 here. 2, B to 2 you have marked. D to 5 you have marked. There is no cut section on CC1. CC1 there is no cut section. But cut section is there. This plane is passing in between C2 or B to C and C to D. How much distance? In between C to D, this much amount of gap is there. In between C to D, from C to D, this much amount of gap is there. This is 4. And in between B to C, it is this much amount of gap is there. In between B to C, this is number 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and once again 1. These numbers have to be drawn. 1 to 2, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 3 to 4, 4 to 5 and 5 to 1 once again. This is the portion it is remains in the prism if a cut section is there. What happens? If you have a cut section, this much portion is not visible, only this portion is visible. So that's why this portion is not visible. This portion is not visible. Only lower portion of the prism is remaining. 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 1 and once again 1 to 1. So out of this 40 mm square, upper half this side is going to be removed. So how it looks, you can see here, this portion is not seen, this portion is cut, only this portion is going to be seen. This is how the development of solids are going to be formed, comparatively easier than isometric projections. Either you can solve a development of solid problem or isometric projections of problem. This is the square prism resting on HP on one of its base edges such that the base edges make equal inclinations. So all the base edges are making equal inclination with respect to VP. It is resting on HP and it is having a cut section which is passing through the center axis 15 mm away from the top surface and making inclination with respect to HP by 60 degrees. Making inclination with respect to HP by 60 degrees. If you draw this cut section, it is passing through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Here 3 and 4, you have to measure it here. 3 is from 2 to 3 distance and 4 is from this C to 4. So that is C to 4 this distance. Or you can take this D to 4 distance also. You can mark this as 4, 5 and once again 1. So simple problem. So this is what the development of solid of square prism is going to be. You are going to draw. Okay. So practice this particular problem, and some of you are worried about how to use the instruments. The same type of instruments are there in your compass box, the protractor, scale, arc. So these can be used in paper also, similar to this. Instead of blackboard, the same instruments can be used in your white plain papers. Okay. So practice such type of problems. If you have any doubts, you have my mobile number. You can call me personally at any time. So in a voice call. Okay. Thank you very much. So in the next class we will go for rectangular prism.